So I got a pretty wild NASCAR confession to make that may actually surprise some people. I have never watched the final overtime restart of the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Phoenix Championship race. All I know is that Ryan Blaney won the race and Denny Hamlin was the victim of maybe the worst sports robbery in history. I've never watched it live, I've never watched a replay, and you might be wondering how that's possible. I'm going to explain. So on championship day in NASCAR for the Cup Series, I was actually not in the United States. I was out of the country for a vacation in Costa Rica, so I couldn't actually get the race live on NBC. There was no channels actually showing it there, and I didn't have a VPN or anything like that, so I had no way to watch the race really. So I was just keeping up on NASCAR live timing and scoring, and just also throughout the race looking at clips on Twitter like the race start, maybe some of the stage finishes, but of course I had no way to watch the actual race live. I was sweating watching those last 20 laps. Denny Hamlin easily had the best car, maybe one of the greatest championship cars in history. Try to win a championship in this playoff format. Let's be real here. Everyone was rooting for him as well after what was going on in his personal life with his father, and he was on track to do that until, of course, William Byron ruined that. I was just ready, I don't even know what. I was so angry when I saw the caution came out with, 5 or 3 to go. That was, I don't even know what to say about that. And then I saw in the timing and scoring that, yeah, I'm not even going to talk about it. It just pisses me off too much. You know what happened. Saw the final results. I made some posts. That's when I officially decided that I was going to be done with NASCAR unless there were big changes. Of course, they made those big changes, so that's why I'm back around to 2026. Those being the playoffs being gone, they are. Steve Phelps being gone, he is. Them changing the car, they changed the horsepower package and whatever, and they've done some other things as well to fix the sport, and it's been so much better this year with the format. My goodness. But because of what happens and the absolute highway robbery done to Denny Hamlin, I, of course, never watched the finish live because I had no way to, and I decided I was never going to watch a replay of it. I still, to this day, have never seen the overtime footage of that restart. I have no idea what happened, who passed who. I have absolutely no idea what happened. All I know is Ryan Blaney won the race. That's it. For like an hour after, I actually thought Brad Keselowski won for some reason, but that just shows that I didn't watch it at all, truthfully. Now, getting back to Denny Hamlin, of course, a lot of people know me as one of the bigger JGR fans in NASCAR, comes from Truex. He's retired now, so my favorite driver honors don't go to anyone, but if I had to choose, it would go to Hamlin. The team was finally going to win a title after 6 long years. Denny was finally going to win a title after God knows how many years, 20 or something like that. And it all came down. To this day, that still is the most painful NASCAR moment of all time. And me as a Truex fan, especially the last few years, I had a lot of those moments. And I've been a NASCAR fan for 10, 11 years at this point. I've pretty much watched every week for as long as I can remember. And the fact is that I've never seen the finish of a Cup Series race, the championship race that is. That just makes things really weird for me, I'm going to be honest. I've probably seen the finish to most races that have happened in probably the 2000s. I've seen all of the iconic ones, and this is a pretty iconic one, and I've never seen it. It just sits really weird with me. And even watching the footage back, because I didn't watch the race live, one of the only races I can remember I haven't watched live in years, to me, it just feels like the race never happened, and I'm watching something that's just not real. I don't know how to explain it. It's really weird to me. Now, if that awful caution never comes out and Denny goes on to win the title, I probably rewatch everything. Obviously, I rewatch the finish, rewatch all the celebrations. I've never even seen the celebrations for you-know-who. Probably rewatch most of the race, and we're not having this conversation, but that's not reality. And the fact is, I haven't seen most of this race, and especially the finish, and it seems really weird to me, especially for a race that happened so recently. It does make sense to my mind. I don't know how to explain it other than that. That's just how big of a NASCAR fan that I am. At a finish like this, I've just never seen, sits really weird with me. Now, will I ever rewatch it? I don't know. Probably not unless Denny Hamlin wins the championship this season. I'll probably rewatch the finish then and some of the race if that happens, but if it doesn't and Denny never wins a title and this was his last chance, and I don't think, unless I'm forced to watch it somehow, that I ever will. And it's just how it's going to be. So anyways, that was my weird NASCAR confession, and I will see you guys next time.